Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's session, we are going to discuss about C# basic for Selenium WebDriver. And in today's session, we'll cover what is C#, C# data type, C# operator, C# keywords, C# control statement, C# loops, C# array, and C# string. These are the topics which we are going to cover in today's session. So let's get started. Moving to first slide. What is C#? C# is an object-oriented programming language. It runs on Microsoft.NET framework. To learn Selenium with C# and best IDE for C# is Visual Studio. Why to use Visual Studio? Because Visual Studio gives faster development and debugging experience. Even C# has a lot of individual function which we can use while developing our project, and with this useful inbuilt function we can do our development faster. And C# is also a language which supports the language binding in with Selenium. Moving to next slide. C# data types. A data types nothing but it specifies the size and type of variable value. Whenever we create any variable, we need to define its type. Whether we are going to create a variable to store the integer value, or we are storing a string value, or we are storing a boolean value to check the condition whether it's true or false, or you want to go into store a decimal value. So based on the data types, we'll get to know that. So data type specifies the size and type of variable value, and there are some common data types which use regularly, like integer, long, float, double, boolean, character, string. We'll check some data types example practically. Now if you see here, I specifies one range for integer, so we'll just check whether like this range is correct or not. How much number in integer can store. So to get that minimum and maximum value, like topmost range and lowest range, we'll just use int.max. This will give the maximum value. Okay, build started. Once program get executed successfully, we'll see the minimum and maximum value for integer. Okay, see, we got the expected outcome. Similar way, we'll check it for double. Please bear with me. Double dot max value and double dot minimum value. This will give the minimum and maximum value for double. Okay, if you see here, first is for integer and second output is for double value. And how we can use this data type while creating a variable. Let's say I have one number n1 and I have to store value as 100 in this number. So until I specify its data type, it will show the error like does not exist in the current context. We can see here potential fix. Visual Studio give the suggestions also. If I use data types, the error will get wiped out, right? So now it is showing that variable not used anywhere, but now our error got resolved. Similar way, if we have to string some name of any city, then we'll use the variable and you will use name, let's say Pune, and our variable will be city underscore name. Similar way, we can use boolean variable to check any condition. So we'll create one flag for, we'll set initial value false, and we'll add this condition whenever like at a particular condition we need to set it to true. So we'll first make it as false, and based on the condition evaluation it will set true or it remains false. So this way we can do it for data types. And we have a comment statement as well. So this we are going to cover in like next slide. So at that time we'll discuss more about it. Moving to next slide, operators in C sharp. So what is meant by operator? So operator has nothing but like these are some logical symbols we are using to perform various operations on the variable and its value. So operator are used to perform operation on variable and its value. Most common operators are like we have arithmetic operation where we can do addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. We have relational operators. So we using these operators we can check the relation between two variables, whether it's less than or greater than, or less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or equal to or not equal to. We can perform this operation using relational operator. We have some logical operator and or not. These are also used to check multiple conditions. Then we have a bitwise operator and assignment operator to perform and assign the value. So we'll see few example of operators how we can do it practically. Let's say I have two integer variable n1 and we are going to perform arithmetic operation. So first we'll do the addition. N1 plus N2, and we are expecting output to be 15 because we have two numbers where first number is 10 and second number is 5, and we are doing the addition of these two numbers. Okay, so we got our output as 15. But if we do the subtraction, here we want output as 5 because 10 minus 5 it should be 5. Yeah, first is addition, second is subtraction. Similar way we can use the relational operator as well. Here we are checking whether number 1 is greater than number 2. It's true, so it will return true. If number 1 is less than number 2, it will return false. See, we got output true and false. 15, 5, true, false. Moving to next slide, we have keywords. So every programming language will have some specific keywords, so and those keywords will have some meaningful usage. So in C# also we have some reserved keyword. Reserve means like we cannot use this keyword as a variable name or constant name, because this keyword have some specific meaning and they will perform some specific operation. So we can't use this keyword name as a variable name or constant name. Here is list of few keyword, and most commonly like you might have aware like abstract, continue, break, go to, for each, break, bool, base, namespace, static, switch, throw, type of, check, uncheck, if, else, interface. So these are some defined keyword. Moving to next slide, control statement in C#. So what is meant by control statement? So control statement control the flow of program by and here are few most common control statement: if else statement, switch statement, break, continue, and command statement. So we'll discuss all these statements one by one. So first we'll go with the if statement. Whenever we have to evaluate a condition, and based on the condition we have to perform next step, then we'll go with the if statement. Again we'll take the same example. I'll take one integer n1 equal to 10, n2 equal to 15, and I want to print that I have to check whether number 1 is greater than number 2. So I'll write a condition here to evaluate that if number 1 is greater than number 2. If this is the here what we are doing, we have two integers n1 and n2. n1 is 10, n2 is 15. And we added one condition, check whether n1 is greater than n2. If it's true, then we'll print first number is greater than second number. And if this condition is false, else will print first number is first number is not greater than second number. And let's run this program. So in this case, what we are expecting? We are expecting it should print first number is not greater than second number. Okay, we got the correct output. So this is about if statement. It will evaluate the condition, and based on the condition result it will print the output or take the next step, or it will go through the statement. We have one more concept called as nested if else statement. So what is nested if else statement? So in next nested if else statement will have multiple if statement and will evaluate condition multiple conditions. So here if it's not greater, then we'll check for whether number 1 is equal to number 2. Okay, so how nested if else statement will work? So let's see this example. Here again we are doing same thing. We have two integers, and in first if statement we are checking whether number 1 is greater than number 2. If yes, then we are printing first number is greater than second number. If this condition means fails, then we are evaluating again another condition whether n1 is equal to n2. If that is true, then print first number is equal to second number. Even if this case is failed, then we are printing like first number is not greater than second number. So here I am making both number as equal. So we'll see how nested if else statement get executed and how we'll get first number is equal to second number. This is what we are expecting in our current case. So program is executing. Okay, got it. See, first number is greater than. We'll just change the number now. Now first number is 5, second is 15. So we are expecting first number is not greater than second number. We got the output correct, and we'll check the third case whether it's returning first number is greater than second, because 25 is greater than 15. Okay, got it. This is all about if statement. Moving to next, we have switch statement. We'll take one. So what is switch statement? Switch statement is also work to evaluate the condition, but it will be based on the user preference, and it will work similar way with the if else statement, but it is more faster than the if else statement, because here directly we'll have user preference and will directly evaluate only that particular condition. But in case of if statement, it will check for multiple conditions. If first condition is second, it will go for second. If second condition is well, then it will evaluate third condition like this. But in case of switch, it will directly evaluate the user preference test. So I am taking one string variable. So here we took one variable like today's date, today day, so Monday. Then we'll print today is a Monday. Similar way, we'll write these cases. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll have one default. Okay, so here what we did, we take one string variable today's day, and we are passing that variable name, and here we are evaluating those conditions. So in this case, what I am expecting when I run this program, I supposed to get today is a Monday. So let's see. Okay, today is a Monday, we got correct. So how switch case will work? So switch case will write a switch, we'll use the switch keyword, and we'll use the variable name whatever we are using for evaluation. So this will be the condition, and we'll have case and break. How it works? So first, in this case, we have today day as Monday, so this Monday will pass here Monday. So it will check, do we have any case present in this list with the string text as mon? If yes, then it will evaluate this, and it will break this flow and come out from the switch statement. So in this case, what happened? This variable name pass here, then it evaluated the case, do we have any case with this? We got one case, and it print today is Monday, and it got break. So here again in our list we have break statement, right? So break again is used to come out from the flow, or like it will stop the program execution at that point, and it will jump from there. So break is used to like control the flow of program. Let's say try to give some invalid input TUE. So in this case we are expecting enter a valid input. Okay, we got it. So how again, if you want to handle this like case sensitive, now we have Tuesday here in capital TUE, but we are here. So what we can do, whatever input coming from user, will convert that to lowercase. So what this will do? So this will create whatever input provided by customer. It will convert that first to lowercase, and then it will look for the case. So now in this case we will get the output. Today is a Tuesday. See, we got correct out. So how this same will work? So in switch case, what we are doing, we are just evaluating that particular case and we are breaking the execution flow of switch case and we are coming out. But if we have to use same if else statement, we could have used then like 7 8 if else statement, and then it it will execute first, then second, fourth, and when the condition is passed, then it will stop the flow. But in switch case, it will look for the case, and if we mate with case, it will break the flow. So this is about switch statement. Then we have continue and comment statement. So here comment statement, like whenever we want to comment some brief information about, like let's say here I added one comment, switch statement example. So this comment statement is used to provide the helpful reading full information while writing a code. So like whoever is looking into those codes, they will understand why we wrote this code. We can to write single line comment, we'll use the double slash. If we have to write multiple line comments, we'll use the backslash star, and then we'll ending with the star backslash. Moving to next slide, loops in C sharp. So what loops do? Actually loops will do help, like looping a programming language in a way to execute the statement or set up statement multiple times to perform the iteration. So we are using the loops, and most common loops are like for loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. So for loop is used to execute program for certain level, certain number of iteration. If I want to print my name 10 times, so I'll use for loop. So it will repeat the same process and again and again. So for loop is used to looping in a program continuously until basic we met with the desired condition. Then we have while loop. So while loop, it will execute the program until made the condition. Then we have do while loop. So do while loop is also working similar way with the while loop, but do while loop execute program at least once before evaluating the condition. And we have one more loop called for each loop. This loop extensively we use to work with an element of array. So we'll see this one by one. First we'll go with the for loop. So I'll comment this out. I'm taking one integer, or let. So here is the syntax for loop. For loop, first we'll initialize a variable. Here I use integer variable integer I equal to 0. Then I want to print 1 to 10 number. So I want output like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So to get this output, what I am doing, I am using for loop and I am performing the same operation multiple times, repetitive times, and here I'll print the value of I. So how it will work? So first thing, you need to understand the syntax of for loop. When you are using for loop, so for loop will define, like we'll use the keyword for, then either you can initialize this value outside the for loop or inside the for loop. It will work in similar way. So here we use integer I and we initialize it with the value as 1 because we want output from 1 to 10. Then we are doing this operation until i's values get less than or equal to 10, and once it's 10 we'll stop it. So and every time we are incrementing it by 1, so this is the incrementer operator, plus plus, and if we use minus minus, so it will decrease the value. So let's say how it's work. So first time if you see, now let's say our loop gets started, so I value is 1, then it will check for condition. I value is 1, 1 is less than or equal to 10, yes, condition is true, then it will come here inside the loop, and here it will print console.WriteLine I. But what is I? I is 1. If condition is true, it will increment that value to 1. So then it will be 2. I equal to 2. Then it will be check for 2 is less than or equal to 10. Yes. Then it will print 2, and then it will increment by 1. Let's see. If you have any question, you can ask in a comments. I'll try to answer your queries. See, we got output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 10. Now, if we have to do the same thing, but we have to print the number from 10 to 1. Now this time we want output as like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what we'll do? So what we need first? We need first 10. So we'll initialize I as 10. Until what value we need to, what is our minimum value? Here we'll check first min and max. So here what is our maximum value? Now we have to check max to min. So here maximum 10. So we'll starting from highest to lowest. And minimum what we want? We want either it should, we are checking that, we are checking the condition, and we are decreasing it by 1 because we have to, next time we want 9. So we'll do a decrement, then 8, then 7. So how it will work? First time it will check I equal to 10. I equal to 10. So i's value is 10. So 10 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 2. Then it will print 10. And it will decrease I value by 1. Then i's value decrease by 1 means currently now I is 9. Is 9 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, 2. Then it will print 9, and then it will decrease value by 1. So it will be, i's value will be 8. Yes, 8 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, 2. So it will perform this operation. Let's output. See, it print 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is our next while loop? So while loop is also used to do the same operation. So how you can use while loop? Just type while and double tap on tab. We'll take one integer variable. Integer I is equal to 1. We'll just print 1 to 10. So here what we did for while loop, I created one integer variable and assigned it to 1. So I want to, to perform this operation until j value is less than or equal to 10. So what I am doing here, first see initially j's value is 1. So it will check for condition. Is 1 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Then it will print the value of j and it will increment j by 1. Then next time j's value will be 2. So it will check condition. Like this way it will repeat this activity until it met the specified condition. So at last condition, what will be the j's value? J value will be 10. So it will be equal to and 10. It will print the j value and it will increase by 1. So it will be 11 at last iteration. So here our condition will fail. So here if you see this third input output is for our for loop, while loop 1 2 3 4 5. So initially j, it will print j is 1 is great less than, yes it will print 1. Then j's value will be 2, it will check 2 is less than or equal to 10, yes it will print j. Like this way it will print. You can do that reverse value also, like 10 to first initially assign the j's value as 10, then reverse the condition until j is 1, and here we need to decrease the value because we have to print output from 10 to 1. Let's see. So third output in this you will see like 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 2 1. This is first, second, third output. See 10 9 8 7 6. So it prints it. How do while will work? So do while also will work in similar way. We'll use the same variable. We'll take another variable, okay, integer k equal to 1, and again we want to print. So how do while loop will work? So let's say here we created one variable, integer variable k equal to 1. So first it is printing the value of k 1 before evaluating the condition. Means when we use do while loop, at least our program will get executed at least once, and then it will check for the condition whether that k's value is less than or equal to 10. Let's run our program. So we use the incremental operator here. The variable name should be k. So it prints like 1 to 10 or this. So again, even if I give here 15, and if you see condition is k is less than or equal to 10, not, this condition is false, but still it will execute program once, and we'll see the output as print as 15 one time. Yeah, if you see here, it executed that at least once, because initially it didn't check any condition. It executed program and then it incremented as well, and then it's checking whether k value is less than or equal to 10. Now this time condition is failing, then hence it stopped the execution. So this is the main difference between do while. Moving to next, what is C# array? Array is a group of similar type of element and are used to store multiple value in single variable. If we have to store like value for string or character, we need to create multiple variable. But if we create a string array, we can store multiple string value into single like array element. So what is the advantages of array? With the help of array, we can do the code optimization. We can get the random access, and it's easy to manipulate and sort the data of array element. But we have one disadvantages of array, like it's a fixed size. We can't like change it, like reduce or decrease, increase or decrease its size. And there are three types of array, like single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, and jagged array. So what is single dimensional array? Is like we are using multi-dimensional here, like we'll have two arrays, and jagged array is nothing but the array of array. So we'll see this example practically. I'll comment out this code first. Let's say you have to store string names of city. So if you have 5 city, you need to create 5 variable string variable to store that value. But if you create one array, you can store all name in single variable. So here I created a string array of city, and it will store the 5 city name. City of 0. An array will start with the 0 index. So it will store our first city is Pune, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Kolkata. So third value will be So here what we did, we created one array and we added value. And we'll print this value variable so it's running. Okay, we got some error array out of bound index. Okay, so I think my bad, I gave wrong index. So I gave 5 instead of 4. See, here those names got stored in array successfully. So this is the one way, and second way, you can create, and here directly you can pass the value like Pune, Mumbai, Nagpur. So you can do this way also, it will work. We'll see the output. Pune, Mumbai, Nagpur. Yeah, and we can perform various operations, like we can sort the array element, we can replace the array element. So we'll perform various operations on array. Then what is multi-dimensional array? Multi-dimensional array is also like kind of array where we can use to store the multiple values, like two-dimensional values. Let's say I created one integer array of numbers. And I want to in first I will store some number. So this is called as multi-dimensional array, where we can fetch the value based on the row and column index. If I want to print the value of first row, let's say this is first row, this is second row. First row, second column means first row, second column is 2. I want this output. How I can get it? So simply I'll do the console.WriteLine numbers of first row in 0, 1. First I want to print this 2, means it's first 0 record and first column. So in this case it will print 2 as the output. Yeah, see this 2 successfully we got the output. And jagged array is nothing but like it's an array of array. So where like for one of the array we'll have the input as another array. But these are the very basic we needed for Selenium. Then next we are going to cover C# string. That is our last topic for today's session. So string is an object of string system.string namespace class. So that represent the sequence of characters. String is a sequence of character, and we can perform many operation on string like concatenation of string, comparison of two string, getting substring, search, stream, replacement, reverse string. How you can create a string variable. To create a string variable, simply use string keyword str. Welcome to Selenium WebDriver. So you can get the length of string. Now you want to know the length of string. You can use here you can use str dot length. This will give the length of string. Okay. We'll take another string. We'll make it simpler, s1, s2. Now in this case, we'll check whether string 1 contain the string 2. And it will return true or false. If s1 contain s2, then it will return as true. So first string is welcome to Selenium WebDriver and second string is Selenium only. So we are expecting output should be true. Yeah, we got true as expected. I'm just doing it wrong. So in this case, we are expecting it should be false. Yeah, we got false. Here, these many operations we can perform using this string. It will reverse the string. Okay, iteration is not performed. I think we need to use the for loop. So what we'll do, we'll try to reverse the string. Like it should read from where R E V I R D B E W. So we'll take one for loop. So I'm defining integer I is equal to, I want to print this one R as a first. So I need to get the length of string. So here I'll start from s1 dot length minus 1 because it will start with the 0 index. So it will start printing the reverse characters. Something went wrong. S1 of my length. Okay. So welcome to Selenium WebDriver. So it reverses the word. So how we achieve it? First, like we need to print this R for as first character. So what is the index of R? Its index of R is like string length minus 1, because index will start with 0, like 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's like something 29. So it will be like 29 minus 1, 28. I of 28, S1 of 28 is R, S1 of 27 is E. Then we added, we got our initial value, then we check condition. Is I value is greater than or equal to 0, because at 0th position we will get the W. So we are doing this operation till 0th position and we are decrementing it every time. So we got this one. So that's all I have for today's session. We'll continue our one more session on C Sharp basic for Selenium WebDriver. In next session, we will try to cover the OOPS concept and collection which we use in our like Selenium with C Sharp scripting. So that's all for today's session. Thank you. Stay tuned for next session. Bye bye.